What's going on, guys? Today we are fishing a beautiful river here in Northeast Tennessee. This is the Powell River, comes up out of Norris Lake. We are going to be kayaking today, floating about 4.5 miles total. I know this time of year you can hook into a lot of walleye, rock bass, smallmouth, but we're just going to go out there and catch whatever we can. Stick around, guys. It is going to be a good time. What an absolutely gorgeous day for a float. The water looks amazing. Feels pretty cold, but we are up in the mountains, so that kind of makes sense. This is my wife, Alana. She's going to be kayaking with us today. Might fish, might not. Who really knows? Water is moving today. I want to say we're running like 1,200, 1,300 cubic feet per second right now. Oh, this is pretty swift. I feel like really high up because I put a life jacket under my seat. Made a big difference. Okay, guys, well, we are out on the Powell River. I got 3 setups with me today. I got a medium bait caster that I am going to be putting Little Frishy's hard baits on there. My second setup is a 6-foot medium spinning rod. And my third rig is this little ice rod here that I've got a spinner bait on now. This thing is super convenient for kayak fishing because it's so short. You don't have to worry about it like hitting tree branches or anything. Okay, we're going to start out with the Little Frishy's jerk bait. This looks like a good jerk bait spot. The only thing that's annoying about the jerk bait is the rod is a 7-footer. And I've got this like camera stand on the front of my kayak, which just gets right in the way of where I need to use my rod. But that's okay. We're gonna make it work. This is my second kayak float of the year. The first one I did was the Little River in Maryville. I think this river is probably gonna be a lot less pressured. We were the only car at the takeout. So hopefully that means they're gonna be biting for us because they haven't been seeing many other lures. Also, this river dumps into Norris Lake, so there's potential to catch big striper in here too. Spring, so they might be running upriver to try to spawn. I don't really know. I'm kind of thinking I should have brought my... Wait, did I bring my A-rig? Ooh, did I bring my A-rig? I should put that on the ice rod. I did bring it. This is a Tennessee legal A-rig. 3 hooks. I'll put that on the ice rod instead of this little dinky spinner bait. When was the last time you saw somebody throw an Alabama rig or an umbrella rig on an ice fishing pole? It's got to be a new thing, right? I wonder if I'm the first person to ever do that. Okay, I'm going to be putting the Engineered for Hook Sets Banshee paddle tail on this. This is a 3-inch paddle tail that I make myself. Once again, engineeringHookSets.com. Let's see if this thing works. Yeah, it doesn't cast too bad. And the rod handles it fine because, I mean, this is like a catfish ice rod. Ooh, that looks pretty good. I think that might be the ticket today. We'll go back and forth between this and the jerk bait. See what gets them. I wonder if I can catch 2 fish at once with this. I've always wanted to do that. Got one, got one, got one. Got a fish. Smallie, let's go. On the EFH Banshee Tennessee legal A-rig. Am I the first person you know of to catch a smallmouth on an A-rig on an ice rod? Maybe, maybe not. All right, thanks for biting, dude. See ya. Well, the skunk is out of the boat. You know, I think that's the first like bass I've caught on an A-rig in general. I've caught 2 white bass on like a 5-hook A-rig one time. But as far as like actual bass go, that's the first A-rig bass I've ever caught. So know that before you roast me for using an A-rig. I like never do this. Got one. Oh, there's no one chasing it. There's no one chasing it. I got 2. Oh no. For like 2 or 3 seconds, I had 2 smallies on this. Oh, I saw him chasing it and I slowed it down and I watched this other fish eat it and then come off. It's not like a big loss because he was like the same size as this one. So, I mean, they're both little guys, but oh, that would have been cool right after I talked about that earlier. That was only like 5 casts after that last fish. Another little smallie. Guys, it's going to happen. I'm going to catch 2 fish on this thing today. Looks like we got a confluence with another little creek up here. I'm gonna paddle closer and toss in that. A lot of times there's a nice little current break right where the creek dumps into the river where fish like to hang out. It's a beautiful little creek. Oh wow, the water coming out of that is way cleaner. You can see like 4 or 5 feet down. This river seems like it should have pike in it. I bet it's possible. It comes from Virginia. I know they've got pike up there. Got one, got one, got one. Oh, there's smallmouth. Man, they're munching the A-rig right now. That first fish I caught was like 10 minutes ago. This one's a little tiny bit better. Oh, he's got the same like black stomach pattern. Interesting. Wonder if it's like a birthmark that they all have up here because they're like all related or whatever. That one was actually in that cleaner water coming out of the creek. I'm trying to like put a little bit of pressure on the line, or I guess a little bit of tension on the line as I cast it so that it like kind of pulls the jig head towards me or pulls the line tied towards me and doesn't like tangle it as much. Because it's pretty annoying having to untangle this thing after every single cast. Oh, there it did it again. Looks a bit sketch over there. So it looks like the river is getting a lot more shallow. So I'm thinking the jerkbait is probably going to be the move here. Plus, I probably have more of a chance to catch like walleye and bigger smallmouth on the jerkbait, because those are only 3-inch paddle tails that I've got on that A-rig. But smallmouth love current, so this, whoa, that's the problem. I having my camera there, I keep smacking it. But smallmouth love current, so shallow could actually be better. Seems like a trout river. I bet if they stocked browns in here, they would do really well. Oh, I'm snagged. No. No. Not the little fishy's jerkbait. No. No. Wait, what? It didn't even break the line. It broke the swivel. Sorry, Kurt. Sorry I lost your jerkbait. I'll put on one of your square bills. Well, I'm going to stop using swivels after that absolute tragedy. But I'm still going to give the Kurt lures a shot. This is square bill. I absolutely love that pattern. We're moving really fast. We just stopped for lunch here. We're almost halfway through with our float. And we've only been going about 30 minutes. Or 30 minutes. We've only been going about an hour and a half. Oh, hit it right next to the kayak. Oh, he popped off. I watched a little smallie, or maybe it was a spot. I think it was a smallie. Come up and hit it right next to the kayak. Wasn't any bigger than those ones I caught earlier though, which was about an hour ago, I think. It's funny, I caught 3 fish in like 10 minutes and now it's been an hour. I guess it just must have been that spot. The reason I didn't catch that fish is because I have a 7-foot casting rod. I was trying to like thumb the spool and let line out so that I had space to flip him up. Because he bit so close to the end of the cast, there was only about 1 foot of line between him and the end of my rod. But if that was a like ice rod, I could have just flipped him right in. Woo. Okay, seems deep again. I'm gonna go back to the A-rig. Oh! Oh, come back, come back. First cast with the A-rig, I had a smallie followed up to the kayak. I think the kayak scared him away. Well, that's probably a sign that I need to use this. That's the 6th smallmouth I've seen today. And they've all been the exact same size. Are there any big ones on this river? Is that a thing? There we go. Got him. Well, that took a minute. Chill, sir. He bit right by the kayak. Gold Banshee A-rig on an ice rod. I thought after that start, I was like, oh, I'm gonna catch 20 fish today. I haven't checked recently, but we're probably almost done with the float, maybe like 4/5 or something. And only caught 4. What a tank. Maybe it's because the sun went away. Or I think more realistically is they probably just like the deeper water right now. Like we're in deeper water currently, and we were in deeper water when I caught those 3 at the start of the float. But we've been in really shallow water for basically the entire middle portion of the float has been like shallow riffles. Hopefully it stays. I mean, I guess it's not deep right here. It's only, I can see the bottom now right after I said that, of course. Right after I said it was deep, it gets like 1.5 feet deep. Of course. Oh, that's the bridge. Oh, we're like done. I thought we'd get to float till at least 7. Actually, I thought we would be floating by 2:30, and I thought we'd be done like 7:30. Because I figured like 5 hours for 4.5 miles. You just call me a noob? Oh my gosh. Scared the crap out of me. A smallmouth blew up on this thing right next to the kayak. And I was like, you think we should fish up that creek there? You don't want to fish this little creek? All right, guys. Well, that is going to do it for the Powell River. It was a fun time. Caught 4 smallmouth, lost a few others. It was a pretty short float. We really only had like 3 hours of paddle time. Yeah, I expected it to take at least like 4.5 hours, but I mean, river's moving at like 1200 CFS, I think, today. I think normally it's like 800 or 900. I don't really know. I haven't kayaked this river before, but it's a beautiful area. It was an awesome float. I would highly recommend it. And there's lots of really good public launch points. Like this one, some church parking lot literally advertises as a boat launch, which is sick. Shout out to that church. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.